Welcome back to the channel. We're so glad to have you here with us today. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for your health and safety: nuts. These tiny powerhouses of nutrition can be both beneficial and harmful. We all love to snack on them. But did you know that some nuts can actually be dangerous to eat? Yes, that's right. Not all nuts are created equal. Certain types of nuts can pose serious health risks, and it's important to be aware of them. Ignorance isn't bliss when it comes to your health. We'll be discussing the top 10 most dangerous nuts you should avoid eating. This list might surprise you. From severe allergic reactions to hidden toxins, we'll cover it all. Stay tuned to learn which nuts to be cautious about. So, if you're ready to learn how to stay safe and make informed choices about your snacks, buckle up. This is going to be an eye-opening journey. This video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Always remember to do your own research. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional for any health concerns or before making any decisions related to your health or treatment. Your well-being is our priority. Cashews, those creamy kidney-shaped snacks, seem harmless enough, right? They are often enjoyed in various dishes, from salads to desserts, and are a popular choice for snacking. Well, for some people, they can be a real danger. Cashews can cause serious health issues for those who are allergic to them. We're talking about cashew allergies, which can be quite severe and even life-threatening. Cashew allergies are one of the most common nut allergies out there. They can affect both children and adults, and the reactions can vary greatly. For those who are allergic, even a tiny amount of cashew can trigger a severe reaction. This can happen within minutes of exposure. We're talking hives, itching, swelling, difficulty breathing, you name it. These symptoms can escalate quickly and require immediate attention. In extreme cases, a cashew allergy can lead to a life-threatening condition called anaphylaxis. This requires urgent medical intervention. This is why it's crucial to be aware of cashew allergies, especially if you're serving food to others. Always inform guests about potential allergens in your dishes. Always double-check ingredient lists and ask about potential allergens. When dining out, don't hesitate to ask the staff about the ingredients used. And if you experience any signs of an allergic reaction after consuming cashews, seek medical attention immediately. Early intervention can be life-saving. Remember, when it comes to allergies, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Stay informed and stay safe. Almonds in general are considered a healthy snack, but there's a type of almond you need to be wary of: bitter almonds. Unlike their sweet counterparts, bitter almonds contain a naturally occurring toxin called amygdalin. Amygdalin breaks down into cyanide in the body, and cyanide, as you might know, is poisonous. Consuming a large amount of bitter almonds can lead to cyanide poisoning, with symptoms like headache, dizziness, nausea, and even death in severe cases. Now you might be wondering, why are bitter almonds even a thing if they're toxic? Well, they're used in very small amounts to extract almond flavoring. The key here is very small amounts. The bottom line is, when it comes to almonds, stick to the sweet variety and avoid bitter almonds altogether. We talked about cashew allergies, but there's another danger lurking in the cashew world: raw cashews. Now, when I say raw, I'm talking about cashews that haven't been steamed or roasted. You see, raw cashews contain a substance called urushiol, which is the same toxin found in poison ivy and poison oak. Urushiol can cause skin irritation, rashes, and blisters upon contact. Ingesting urushiol from raw cashews can lead to internal irritation, digestive issues, and other unpleasant symptoms. The good news is, the roasting process neutralizes urushiol, making roasted cashews safe to eat. So, always make sure the cashews you're consuming have been properly roasted or steamed. Your stomach will thank you for it. Horse chestnuts, despite their name, are not a type of chestnut you want to be snacking on. These large, shiny nuts contain a toxic compound called escalin. Escalin can cause a range of symptoms, including nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and even seizures in severe cases. Ingesting horse chestnuts can be especially dangerous for children, who are more susceptible to their toxic effects. It's important to note that horse chestnuts are different from sweet chestnuts, which are edible and often roasted during the holiday season. So, how can you tell the difference? Horse chestnuts typically have a single smooth nut inside their spiny husks, while sweet chestnuts have 2 or more nuts inside a prickly husk. When in doubt, it's always best to err on the side of caution and avoid consuming horse chestnuts altogether. Macadamia nuts with their rich, buttery flavor are a popular snack. But for our furry friends, they can be a real danger. Dogs are particularly susceptible to macadamia nut poisoning. Ingesting even a small amount of macadamia nuts can cause a range of symptoms in dogs, including weakness, lethargy, vomiting, tremors, and difficulty walking. While macadamia nut poisoning is rarely fatal in dogs, it can still make them very sick and require veterinary attention. The exact mechanism of macadamia nut toxicity in dogs is still unknown, but it's always best to err on the side of caution. Keep macadamia nuts out of reach of your canine companions and be mindful of potential spills or dropped nuts. Pine nuts, those tiny delicate seeds from pine cones, have been cherished for centuries. They are a popular ingredient in pesto and other dishes, adding a unique flavor and texture. But have you ever heard of pine mouth? It's a curious phenomenon that not many are aware of. Pine mouth, also known as pine nut syndrome, is a peculiar condition that can occur after consuming certain types of pine nuts. People who experience pine mouth report a bitter, metallic taste in their mouth that can be quite off-putting. This unpleasant taste can last for days or even weeks, making it a persistent issue for those affected. The duration of this condition varies, but it often leaves people frustrated and seeking answers. The exact cause of pine mouth is still unknown, despite ongoing research and scientific investigations. However, it's thought to be related to specific species of pine nuts, or perhaps the way they're processed. The processing methods might introduce certain compounds that trigger this unusual reaction. While pine mouth isn't considered dangerous, it can be an unpleasant and persistent side effect that lingers. If you experience pine mouth, the best thing to do is wait it out and avoid consuming more pine nuts. The good news is that it usually resolves on its own within a few days or weeks, allowing you to enjoy food again. So, if you find yourself with a strange taste after eating pine nuts, just be patient. It will pass. Hickory nuts, with their sweet, smoky flavor, are a delicious fall treat. But cracking open these tough nuts can be a real pain, literally. Hickory nut shells are notoriously hard to crack, and attempting to do so can lead to injuries. From pinched fingers to bruised palms, hickory nut shells can inflict their fair share of damage, and if you're not careful, you could even end up with a trip to the emergency room. So how can you enjoy hickory nuts without risking life and limb? Well, there are special hickory nut crackers available that can make the task much easier and safer. Alternatively, you can buy pre-shelled hickory nuts, but be prepared to pay a premium for the convenience. Whatever method you choose, always prioritize safety when cracking those tough hickory nut shells. Ginkgo nuts, also known as ginkgo biloba nuts, have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. However, it's important to be aware that consuming large amounts of ginkgo nuts over a long period can have negative health consequences. Ginkgo nuts contain a naturally occurring toxin called ginkgo toxin. In small amounts, ginkgo toxin is not a major concern, but long-term exposure to high levels of ginkgo toxin can lead to neurological problems, seizures, and even paralysis. It's crucial to note that the fleshy outer layer of ginkgo nuts contains higher levels of ginkgo toxin than the inner nut. So if you do choose to consume ginkgo nuts, it's essential to remove the outer layer completely before eating. As with any food or supplement, moderation is key. Peanuts, despite their name, are not actually nuts but legumes, and they happen to be one of the most common food allergens, especially among children. Peanut allergies can range from mild to severe, with symptoms like hives, itching, swelling, difficulty breathing, and anaphylaxis in extreme cases. The prevalence of peanut allergies has been on the rise in recent years, and it's a serious public health concern. If you or someone you know has a peanut allergy, it's crucial to be vigilant about avoiding peanuts and peanut-containing products. Always read food labels carefully and ask about ingredients when dining out. Carrying an epinephrine auto-injector, such as an EpiPen, is essential for anyone with a severe peanut allergy. Remember, when it comes to peanut allergies, prevention and preparedness are key. Brazil nuts, those large crescent-shaped nuts, are a good source of selenium, a trace mineral that's essential for good health. However, like many things in life, too much of a good thing can be bad. Consuming excessive amounts of Brazil nuts can lead to selenium toxicity. Symptoms of selenium toxicity include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, hair loss, nail brittleness, and even nerve damage in severe cases. The recommended daily intake of selenium for adults is around 55 micrograms. Just 2 Brazil nuts can provide more than 100% of your daily selenium needs. So, while Brazil nuts can be a healthy snack in moderation, it's important to enjoy them in moderation. Stick to a handful or 2 per day to reap their nutritional benefits without overdoing it on selenium. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has given you a newfound appreciation for the potential dangers lurking in the nut world. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to protecting your health and safety. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more health tips and safety advice. And as always, if you have any concerns about your health, don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional. Stay safe and informed.